Hello,
Hello,
this is Paul,
this is Audrey.
and this was week 2, September 2019, at Wednesday Hop,
Technical
track, stretch.
stretch, compression, and in rotation.
Okay, so this week, last week we were talking about balance, this week we talked about frame and connection.
And specifically, we said, how does frame and connection facilitate movement with your partner? Just as a recap, we have solo movement that initiates compression, or solo movement that initiates stretch, which then initiates movement. So we use that concept to go into this exercise with rock steps, and we talked about frame and then movement in rock steps.
Yep, so as a reminder, frame is fingers engaged and lats engaged, but arms are floppy.
And to be specific, we showed that this part of the hand pushes, for at least the way we're doing it, and this part of the hand pulls, and we put it together, you get that push-pull movement.
Yep. So we start off with rock steps back, and then we move into rock step forwards.
Yeah, so we can create solo movement to lead a rock step, and we can also follow that ourselves as a lead. And we also had rock step forward, and we can both rock step as well. And we can rock step same direction, and also the other direction as well.
That was my bad.
So apart, together, both one way, both the other way.
Cool. All the options. Then we started chaining that into movement across.
Yeah, and we said specifically that how we initiate our frame depends on the speed of the music. So if the music is super duper slow, stretch and compression is basically non-existent. It doesn't really matter because we're just using hand direction. But the faster that the music is, the earlier you have to give a signal and force to your partnership. That's where stretch and compression starts to come into play. And so that means 8.5, or even count 8 or 7.5 is where you would start engaging and redirecting as the music gets faster. So we showed specifically 8 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
Yep. And yes, you can always style things to get stretch or compression in slow tempos. It's more that it's not necessary to get through the movements. But timing is always important. We're going to start off slow to build that timing, and then it gets very essential at faster tempos.
So we moved into a pass-by, basically, and we said that we can lead the pass-by with a backward rock step, or if you watch at my feet, we can lead the pass-by with a forward rock step. And how you do that depends on the speed and how you're trying to absorb force, and we talked about that a bit in class on which one you choose. And we also said at the end of a pass-by, you can choose to reinitiate a rock step, basically like we're drifting down, and ka-chunk, here's another rock step, or we can use the movement naturally to basically create that stretch for the redirection.
And the way that the lead is doing that is by anchoring. But here again, the timing is extremely important, because if I were to start leading this and do ra, do be na, here, that was a little off. But if I'm too late, if I'm too early, I might end up causing them to do a weird step in place or step forward. Now, step forward is definitely a viable option, but specifically in this case, we wanted to allow the follow to drift back, but then take that rock step as opposed to step in place. And so we were really working on that timing.
We think it's important in a partnership for both sides to be able to initiate compression and stretch, and so we talked about the follow also initiating in the case that the lead doesn't, or even augmenting. So here's a case where we're augmenting and follow initiated there. Here's the lead. There's both again. So we talked a lot about the technique on how follows do that as well, and we will continue that in more fidelity next week.
Great job, guys. See you next week.
Bye.